to go, I guess. But yeah, Gideon's pretty awkward. It just looks like a 4-mana 7/7 to me. That's really it. That can't block it.
Why do you say 7/7?
I don't know, because that's usually the size that it's going to be 7/7 or 6/6.
Not if they're not playing creatures.
Yeah, but
Hold on one second.
it just seems like a bad Ghastly Sea Draft.
But yeah, Extort's a good... Okay. I'm just recording this stuff in case I want to use it.
Yeah, I noticed.
Is some recorder going right now? We just had about 20 seconds of me figuring out if my video was on. I'm an idiot. So you think he's going to be a 7/7 as of... I mean, like, if you could pump him up big, but, like, they get to swing back, and they get to choose whether to just hit you in the face or let Gideon be a 7/7.
Right, but I think this is going to be seen playing in decks that don't care about what the opponents are doing. Like these White Reenie Rush decks. This is going to be the top of the curve.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is I don't think that's what decks need right now. They don't need a top-of-the-curve card. They need 1 and 2 drops.
Exactly.
And, like, how is this card going to compete with fucking Thragtusk? They're just going to gain 5 and, like, take it the first time and then chump it twice.
Yeah, it's like triple time Orchid.
Yeah. Like, Thragtusk doesn't give a fuck about this card, right?
Yeah, this card is just very mediocre.
I like that it beats into Restoration Angel. That's cool.
Yeah.
No matter what, right?
Right.
I don't like that he doesn't have haste.
He beats into a Fragtusk as well, though, even though Fragtusk does time walking a lot.
Right, but I mean, like, if they're playing, like, a very high card advantage deck, and you're playing, like, a deck where Gideon is the top of your curve,
right?
Like, Gideon is not what's going to be winning you most of your games. It's going to be your fucking 7/7 champion in the parish that's been bashing for 4 turns.
Right.
That's going to be the scary card. I don't know if Champion is, like... I like Champion as a 1-drop. I think that it does have a huge weakness right now to Azorius Charm.
It really just reminds me of Ghastly Sea Draft.
The Champion?
Gideon. Yes.
Oh, Gideon. Yeah, it's just kind of this, like, beater that you can't really interact with.
Right.
Because
but this one, you can interact with a lot more. Like as you said, Azorius Charm hoses this card.
Yes. Yeah, totally. A lot of things hose this card. I mean, like, Ultimate Price still kills it.
No, it's indestructible.
Oh, it is indestructible. I thought it was just damage prevention. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't Liliana, you can't Wrath it.
Right.
So it has, like, evasion there, but I don't know. I mean, like,
He just doesn't interact with the opponent.
He's okay, but I think, like, the best he could possibly be is, like, Hero of Bladehold, you know? And I thought Hero of Bladehold was, like, one of the best in that slot of the 2 white, 2 colorless.
Not even, because, like, Hero, you get, like, evasion, kind of, because you make other bodies. But with this, anything stops it. They just trump it.
Yeah, you just put, like, a spirit in the way.
Right.
So, I mean, like, let's not consider it at the top of an aggro curve. I mean, like, if you could put it in another deck, like a control deck.
Like, I think, like, an all-Wrath control deck with, like, 4 guys to say draft and 2 Gideon as win conditions. Even though it's kind of sketchy.
Could even just go 4/4.
Sure, like, you understand what I mean. Like, your only win condition of these hard to interact with cards.
Right, yeah. I mean, Gideon is a little awkward to bash into. I mean, and this is why I kind of like him, because if you're facing down a board of creatures, and you play Gideon and +1 him, and then, like, let's say they have three creatures in play, or 4 creatures. They put, like, turn 1 Bird into Borderland Ranger into Huntmaster.
Right.
Which is, like, ideal for Gideon, right? So you play Gideon, you +1 him, he's gonna go up to 9. So next turn, their Huntmaster isn't gonna flip. They're gonna have to make the decision of bashing at Gideon down to a 3/3.
And then he just bounces right back.
But then he just goes back to, like, fucking 8.
And, like, if I Wrath as well...
If they play another creature.
Like, I tick up Wrath, then I have, like, this enormous 7/7 waiting in Alliance or whatever.
Yeah. He would be a nice, like... I feel like he fits better in that spot than he does in the, because he's kind of the card that forces you to make the awkward decision of attacking at him. Because, like, it is hard to race him if you have a bunch of creatures on the board. But I don't know, if they have a bunch of creatures and you don't follow that up with a Wrath...
Wrath is very good with Gideon, I have to say.
Yeah,
But
because
what Planeswalker isn't good for Wrath? Think about it like that. Like, every Planeswalker is pretty good with Wrath.
yeah, and that's a cool thing about Gideon, because if they do decide to smash at your face and race you, like your Gideon, like as soon as you do Wrath and then you smash back with Gideon.
Right.
The problem is though, like you look at your couple of Wraths in the format, you have Supreme Verdict and you have Terminus, right?
Right. I think we're gonna get like a blue-black one.
That'd be cool because Esper's very doable right now.
Right. But
Like very.
Gideon
doable.
reminds me of like a white Vraska, essentially.
He's weak to counter spells.
Sure, at a 4 mana you can probably slip him under.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Detention Sphere answers him very well.
That is also true. Azorius Charm is the biggest player, I think.
God, Azorius Charm is really
So good.
really good against him. We keep on every single card we've talked about, and by every single I mean like the last two. Azorius Charm has been very good against.
Yes.
And I think even Skullcrack, Azorius Charm is good against that the deck that card belongs in. Because you like Azorius Charm, they're Stromkirk Noble or something, and it's like, oh fuck.
Jesus.
So I don't know. So like,
He reminds me of a white Vraska.
oh come
Just
on,
move
that's
it
an
like this.
insult. He's better than that.
Yeah, but he's white.
Well, he's a 4-drop. That's a big step in the right direction.
But he's generally just do nothing.
Do you remember when Vraska was like a $45 card?
And we never in the world would touch that.
No. Well, how long have we been talking about how shitty Vraska is?
Like, since its inception.
Literally, since I saw that card on my phone, I said that card seems like a shitty acidic slime. I know I know I say that all the time, but it's so true. It's exactly what happened.
Gideon is just a shitty acidic slime.
Sometimes I wish, you know how like with stocks you can short sell them?
Right.
So you can like buy them, or you can sell them like in the future and buy them now. Or I don't know like how they're short, but it's like the reverse of buying low and selling high.
Right.
You like sell high and then you buy low. I wish you could do that with Magic cards, where like you could like, fake sell like 20 Vraskas at $45, and then as soon as she plummets, like, because it would force people to like guess prices better.
Right.
Because right now, like, what happens when Magic sets get released is like a new card gets spoiled, like Dami Raid or Gideon or Vraska or any big new Planeswalker like that. And Temporal Master is another good example of this. And everyone like freaks out, and it goes up to like a $50, $60 card, and then it all goes down to like $10, and it's just like it's so depressing because everyone like saw that coming.
Right.
But
people just get too excited, and all the hype just builds up the price.
But it'd be cool if there was a way to like reverse sell it, so you could punish people for valuing it that high, because they're the good people out there. And if you're a good player in like the Magic community, like you're gonna short sell that if you know that people are overvaluing it.
Yeah, for sure. But the problem is, all these cards usually only spike in pre-orders when no one has like access to them, and everyone just buys on Star City and stuff anyway.
I feel like Channel Fireball and Star City are getting better at guessing what the actual price is gonna be.
Right.
But they're still sometimes wrong, and I think that's a lot of what we're going to be talking about too, is like when we know they're wrong about a card.
But I think they listen to the community a lot more to guess the prices, and like the community like is just majority of people who don't really know what they're talking about.
Right, which I mean is good for like the present, but is not very smart for the future. Because you need to be aware of what that card's going to do later, like once people figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, remember Angel of Serenity when we were like, this is $10? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, snap that up.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I bought my 4 at 40, and it was like a couple weeks later, it was like 20, 25, 28.
Kept it going up.
I don't think this card is very good. I don't think it's like awful, but it's